Here's a radio tonight that just goes to prove that you don't have to spend a great deal of money to start enjoying shortwave radio. In fact, you can do this on a very, very tight budget. Yes, you're not going to get the performance that you would expect from a communications receiver on a good aerial, but nonetheless you can have a great deal of fun listening to the world. Tonight we've got a 1985 Philips model D2615. It's a 5-band radio. It's got the standard FM broadcast band, standard medium wave broadcast band, the European long wave band, and shortwave's broken into 2 bands. If I come in a bit closer there, you can see the frequency spread there on the bands. Now, just to quickly go through this radio, it's got powerful audio, obviously, with the twin speakers. Here you've got your band change switch. It's an unusual sort of arrangement. This side you've got AM and FM, and when you switch to AM, here you've got your long wave, medium wave and short wave, and shortwave 1 and shortwave 2 selector. Here on shortwave you have a slider fine tuning control. I'll just give you a demonstration of that. And then you've got a slider volume control. Down here you've got a plug for earphones. You've got your main power button there, and here you've got an LED to show that the power's on. Over here is an interesting addition. It's actually an audio boost button that you can turn on and off. For example, with when it's engaged, obviously the LED lights up there. And then you've got slider bass and treble controls here. Now, I'll just turn the radio around just briefly. Nothing there. But on the back, you've got AC input there, and you have battery compartment across the back here. On this side, you've got your tuning knob. There's no external antenna connection here, so you would have to, if you wanted to use an external antenna, you would have to connect it to the telescopic antenna with, say, an alligator clip or something like that. This radio came to be fairly cheap, and as I said, you don't really need to spend a great deal at all to enjoy shortwave radio and get reasonable performance. Obviously, being an analogue radio, you take a guess at where you are roughly on the tuning scale, but that's neither here nor there. You can enjoy listening to the world on something like this. Just giving a bit of a tune around. You can see, I should have noticed here that there's a little tuning LED there. We see if we can get that there. There's this lighting up there on the station. But there's plenty to listen to on the shortwave bands. A lot of Asians, of course, at this time of night. But still, there's plenty of English-speaking stations as well. And China Radio International actually has some excellent English programming, so that's definitely worth listening to. But yeah, there's plenty of stations there, as you can hear just quickly tuning across the bands. And these are particularly good. They're a radio that I think primarily was aimed at the European market, Philips being, of course, a Dutch company, although this radio, of course, is made in Hong Kong, which is there's a made-in tag in the battery compartment. But high quality build, very handy carry handle there, and just zooming in a little bit closer onto the dial scale there. Yeah. So there we go. There's a brief rundown of the Philips D2615, and again I say, for anybody who's new into the hobby, or if you're trying to encourage a child to take up shortwave listening, you can buy certainly radios of this type off online auction sites, and without paying a great deal of money, and have a great deal of fun. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's presentation. Cheers.